All right, we're on the stream. Welcome, everybody. Is this a bit too loud, the mic? Hello? Just let me know if the mic's a little bit too loud. Hello? 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 Maybe it's not loud. I don't know. Way too loud. Why is it like that? Because I didn't change it. Hello? That'd be better, right? I didn't change anything with the settings, so I'm not sure why it'd be like that. That's all right now? Sweet. Well, I wasn't planning on streaming this game at all, actually. I was initially going to go to the Bulldogs Richmond game, but then I thought I was going to get paid today, but I haven't been paid yet, so I figured I didn't want to waste money going to the game, public transport, food. I'd stay home. And I think this will be the better game of the two. Like, realistically, Bulldogs v Richmond will be most likely a blowout. No, I won't be streaming the second game. No, I'd rather spend a bit of time on doing something else. I got to finish my Collingwood Saints vlog as well. Like, I've only done half of that, so I'll only be doing this game. Normally I do double headers, but sometimes I just don't really want to do double headers. By the way, those graphics on the right are wrong. I do have, because I kind of just made the decision to do this probably like an hour ago. So that's why you would have seen the schedule kind of recently. But like, I am kind of glad ultimately because I wanted to watch this game. And if I went to the Bulldogs Richmond game, I wouldn't. And the thing is, right, if I went, I wouldn't. I had an idea in mind to do at the game, but it wouldn't have happened anyway. So I figured, well, may as well just not go then. So let's hope we get I don't know. Hopefully, get some decent viewers in tonight or today. Angus, putting you in timeout for the rest of the day because that's all you've been spamming, and you do it on my other streams as well. When's the bleach hair thingy? I don't know yet. But I've messaged. I have now options. I had one option that didn't end up happening. I've got two options now, so it probably won't happen in the next couple days. Well, actually, probably not next week. Unless maybe it does happen next week. I'd love it to be next week, but I reckon more likely the week after. I know I've delayed it, but it's something that you can't just get done straight away. So that's why. Not on stream, I won't, AJ. I'll just be watching it off stream. Player Sky of the dollar, thank you. Alright. Yeah, like literally the two least populated clubs in the AFL. So I don't know if that means we'll get like no chat or whatever. I'm not too sure. You got to plan for the... Well, I never didn't have a plan. If I didn't have a plan, it'd be a bit of a tough one because then I wouldn't know what I'd be doing half the time. G'day, Jetty boy. I know Sam Teller being out makes me give the Suns a bit more of a chance. I'm still going to tip the Giants, but who knows? We need a couple of goal songs for both Gold Coast and GWS, so let me know if you have any in mind for both sides. Just put it in the chat. Giants by 54. And also, this is sort of like there's a bit of a... How do I word it? Because I didn't stream the Geelong v Brisbane game on Friday, so I kind of felt bad about that because I said I was going to do it and I never ended up doing it. I'm kind of glad I didn't because, like, obviously it was... No, I'm not going to do their theme songs. I haven't done theme songs, and I'm not doing... I've already done Telstra. So I felt bad in that sense. So I decided, you know what, I'll decide to stream another game for the round because I like to do it when I can, 2 games. So... yeah, like I won't do the second game just because it's like I won't even be able to do the whole thing, depending on how the game is. Maybe I will, but I've got nothing prepared for it. So even if you wanted me to do it, there'd be no graphics, not even a thumbnail, nothing like that. So I don't know. Probably not, but you never know. What's your prediction for the margin? I think I went the Giants by 20... Yeah, I want the Giants by 20. still do it. Well, I can't really do it. And I've already said before, I'd rather spend that time when the game's done finishing other videos. If you really, you know what? I will stream this, I'll consider streaming the next game if we get it 266 likes. And it doesn't look very likely happening because the 110 Sunday games, everyone's normally playing footy, so we don't really get many in chat. I've actually I've come to realize that. Well, I don't know enough about that to talk about it. Random uploads, very random thing to say in the chat. Yeah, I went to the Saints v Pies game. I don't think it was too bad. Like, it was a disappointing ending. It's not been the greatest week on the channel, actually. I'll have to admit that, but we might get to 53.6 tonight. Yeah, you want to see my reaction to that game, mate? I got angry a lot. Like, Collingwood fans are the worst fans in the league. I've come to realise that. I thought they may have been in the top 3 worst, but not quite the worst. They were definitely the worst now after the last night. A few fights between Collingwood fans for just no reason. They're annoying. I guess it doesn't help how there was so many of them, so obviously they're going to magnify. North v Blues was good, though. Finally good to see North Melbourne going to win in person. Put up a video, actually, about that on short form. And I want to do more videos like that, because I think those videos are actually kind of cool. And relatively unique, in a way. By the way, Red Hot Chili Peppers. For which team? At this rate, literally I'd just do anyone. Because I would like to continue with the goal songs. I've been doing it for every game, so... yeah, have a look. 40 in the chat. I'll definitely link this on my Instagram soon so we get more people in, because yeah, definitely not a massive amount in yet. My friend said I was a dickhead. I tipped them as well. But the thing, actually, to be honest with you, I reckon I've done better than most people in tipping this week, because a lot of the favourites have lost, and I've tipped basically what everyone else has tipped apart from North Melbourne, and North won. So, yeah, I know I didn't get the Sydney game right, and I know I didn't get the Geelong-Brisbane game right, but you know, I'll sort of take what I've got right now. Do, by the way, with Gold Coast. I might have to do all this stuff at quarter time, because, to be honest with you, the game's about to start very soon. By the way, Red Hot. Give me a timestamp, because I don't really want to look for the moment. What part? If I wanted to do it. Yeah, definitely Lucas. I feel like it was already over, but it's confirmed over now after their loss against North. I'm not sure who they have in the next few weeks, but I don't think it matters, honestly. It's not... Mate, I don't know what you were expecting to get AFL talks. I got told you gave up, so at least you're not giving up. But what were you expecting to get? 100 views in 10 minutes? Like, that's a bit unrealistic, I would have thought. Zero to 100 of S and breaking the streak this year. Oh, yeah, basically. Well, you can't say zero, because technically something could happen randomly and they win their next 10 whatever game. I like this new Guernsey from the Suns. This is the first time they're wearing it. I reckon it's better than their old Guernsey for their away. So, big fan of that. I'm 2 out of 2. Brisbane and whoever beat Port Adelaide. We're going to get 2 out of 2. I haven't actually checked what my big calls have been, like how many I've gotten right this round yet. But I don't remember specifically getting any right yet, so I could, for all I know, could be on 0. Do 104 to 110. You got to remind me on that at quarter time, because I probably will at quarter time do that. But right now, not doing that. crowd between. I never get to watch a full Gold Coast Giants game, to be honest with you. Like, I never really give a fuck. And I know most people don't give a fuck either. But I think this is actually the most exciting game we might get between these two sides, because they're both in the 8 and we're halfway through the year. So you never know. Suns get the first in the first 15 seconds. Oh, they're the away team. These two sides meet again in round 23. She didn't know that. Mate, they kicked the goal so quickly that I still had pre on my stream. These two sides just worried about Suns coming off the bot. I don't know why you'd be worried about that. Like, I don't really... How often is it that sides that... Oh, I've got to download YouTube again, actually. I delete it for storage. How often is it that sides that do come off the bye lose when they do? Because people say it's happened like a lot, but I'm not... I give the Suns a real chance. This is the best chance of doing so. The Giants at NG this year have been really average. Not just NG, any home ground that they've been playing at this year. Well, no, I'll be doing the overnight stream next week, mate. The Perth one. I don't actually know if I'll be doing any streams next week. I might maybe do Thursday night, but that'll basically about it. Like, I really feel like, in terms of the live reactions, that is. Like, I'll be doing other streams, certainly, but not sure about the live reactions. And in Perth, I won't be doing any. They lost to Port a couple of weeks ago, and Port haven't been that good this year. Yeah, I know. That was at Monica. That was a really weird round when everyone couldn't kick higher than 81. It was like the lowest scoring round in like 50 years. Well, I don't need it now. I'll get it soonish. I can. I wanted to get it out already, but I'm not surprised that I haven't. I think I know why you ain't going to stream Doggies and Rich, because Doggies are... No, well, yeah, I get that. But if I had the choice to do 2 games, like, I feel like I know deep down the Bulldogs VR Richmond game will perform better numbers-wise. But in terms of, like, what game will be closer and what I could get more highlights out of, I reckon more would be from this game. That's what I reckon. Basically. Like, I think Gold Coast are looking good here. And I would rather them win. I don't care about my tip. I'd rather see Gold Coast do well. As Noah Anderson puts through the second goal of the game, and the Suns have started off with the first 2 goals. I might change this text to blue, I reckon, because they are not wearing black. By the way, also yesterday, I had a pretty big day. I've filmed a members vlog, and I'm going to release it actually tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing after the after the Bulldogs Richmond game. I might be doing stuff with mates, but part of me just doesn't really want to do it. Maybe because I haven't got money to go out, but more so I just can't be fucked. I'd rather get stuff done tonight. Because I know they said if it's going to be tonight, it's going to be one of those days where it's just going to be like, oh yeah, you're going to... It's forfeit day for the EPL fantasy, and I've got a lot of forfeits I have to do, so I don't want to drink tonight. Well, I don't care if I have to, but I wouldn't be that keen. Here we go. The Suns once again, without Sam Taylor, the Giants are really struggling. Goal. 3 goals in the first 2 minutes for the Suns. Technically not a good thing from a big call. Giants have the worst supporters in the comp. Nah, Collingwood have the worst supporters in the comp. Now, in terms of, like, overall of the amount of supporters from each side that causes the most just shit, than Collingwood. But yeah, I know what you mean by worst supporters. They haven't got any, but does that mean they've got the... Like, fan bases, ranking fan bases, when you rank it purely on, like, passion and, like, how big and all that they are, then Collingwood are probably 1, but... Fuck, I hate them. after last night. Well, I'm hoping that's the case. Even if I get my big call wrong, a high-scoring game would be good. We're due another 100-100 game. Can't remember the last 100-100 game of the year we've had, but we're due another one, I reckon. Yeah, you don't really encounter many shit. Oh my god, I look away once. This might be the quickest start to a game from any side this year. If Humphreys kicks this, this is for 4 goals in the first 3 minutes of a game. Yeah, I know, footy flicks. I'm not too disappointed. Like, obviously, I'm disappointed ultimately we didn't win. But it's hard to keep up with the best side in the comp, so I don't really care that. Like, I don't care that much. It's not that big of a deal, personally. Like, I was never going into it thinking we'd win. Hopefully, he kicks his Humphrey. Misses, so that's the first behind of the game. Ranking footy cards. Nah, probably won't do that. But I've done it before. The FIFA Club World Cup's on KO? Did anyone else know that? The FIFA Club World Cup is on KO. Maybe I'll watch a couple of games then. Like, I could have it on. I don't know if it's every game, though, but if it is every game, then like, I don't really give a fuck about Club World Cup that much. But, like, maybe if there were finals and all that, I'd consider it. So trying to put a lot more into making it a big event this year. The Who Cares Cup. Yeah, I haven't been. I obviously was never going to be watching the games, but I could consider watching some if it's on KO. Off the ground, and the Suns have their 4th. Ainsworth this time. Ben Ainsworth. You watched the second half of a game. But so it is on KO. Good. There should be more live international sports on KO, because it's mainly that I can think of just AFL, NRL, and cricket, but not really international. Like, I don't even think the I actually don't even think the IPL's on KO, but I could be wrong. Suns actually might smash the Giants. That would sort of annoy me, because in the game would be... Actually, if they completely smash them and win by like 100 points, and that would be quite funny. Speaking of funny, I reckon the number for attendance for this game would be quite a funny one. It would certainly be under 10,000. You know what? I probably should have changed my tip. If this was against really any other side, I probably would have tipped the opposition, but it's just because the Giants, and they always beat Gold Coast. Like, every time I've watched Gold Coast v GWS, it's just been a GWS, not just win, but easy win. Especially when they do play at NG, because they haven't won here, the Suns, before. But this is an unbelievable start, like, really. Efficiency as well. 4 goals, 1. 16 minutes on the clock. Bev Show says the Giants are so hot and cold. Probably the most hot and cold side in the competition. But it's weird because, yeah, they play better away from home against the better sides. They play down to the level of the clubs that they play against, it seems. Because, you know, against Richmond, that was, you know, a game I didn't think they deserved to win. Yeah, sorry, Chris, about today. I wanted to go, but the main reason, honestly, why I didn't end up going was because I thought I was going to get paid today, and I wasn't. So I'm like, I don't really want to waste money on tickets for a lot, and I'm just like, Like, I had something planned to do at the game today, but I reckon I'll just do it at another game in Melbourne. Plus, I'd like to spend a bit of time editing before maybe going out tonight. I'm not sure if I'll be doing that. My tips are screwed this week. Whoever thought North would beat Carlton and Port... No one would have... I don't reckon anyone in my tipping comp have gotten a perfect score so far, especially if Gold Coast win this game. Even though the odds heading into this was almost straight away even. No, not fast. Yeah, we'll do the KFC thing tomorrow. I want to do it. Like, I want to like be really productive next week, because I've had an unproductive week this week. It didn't start off the best, and Sometimes when my weeks don't start up the best, it doesn't end up. But a good weekend. Like yesterday was fun. I played footy in the morning for Wattle Park. We won by 60 odd points. Kicked a goal. Had 18, 19 touches. So had my best game for Wattle Park so far, I'd have to say. But it definitely helps when you're playing in a side that actually is winning. You know what I mean? And against shitty players, because they were all just lazy and unfit. Not saying that I'm not, but they were as well. I had to get... yeah. Well, I definitely need to release my State of Origin video. I want to do it tomorrow, but I'm not sure. If I'll be going out tonight, I just won't be able to finish it. Should call me the card man, the delayer, because all I do is delay. Delaying content, delaying all the punishments, even though I'm not doing it on purpose. Work on stuff in the morning. Depending on what I do tonight, there might be none of that happening if I'm feeling really shit in the morning. But it is something that I've agreed to do. We agreed. I said I could do it today. But now that the day's come, I kind of don't want to do it. So Walter, geez, too bad haven't had the goal songs and all that ready. I mean, in general. Yeah, I know. No, what I don't want to do, I want to have videos ready for the days following, not for the day of, because too often I edit and release on the day. Want to find a good routine, which is something that I haven't been able to do yet this year. And that's not a goal. That's not a score from Walter. Bit of a waste. Has had a great season with Wattle Park. Yeah, I deep down, I don't know if I'm better than Haz at footy. Because in all honesty, Haz is just good at a lot of things. He's good at it. Yeah, lots of things. But I think skill-wise, I might be better than Haz. Because I only had one shot on goal playing forward line for the most part. I think 35 shots on goal. But I just never got into... I had 2 shots on goal, theoretically, but I kicked one out in the full. That was... I don't think Doss will put that in his video. Jetty boy, cheers for the $2, mate. Is that the third dono this stream? I believe so. Second or third. Kick 3 off half back today, won by 70. Oh, I almost went through for a goal. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, nice. Well, I haven't not kicked a goal for Wattle Park so far this year, so I wouldn't mind keeping that streak. But get more opportunity. Bro, if Gold Coast get the next goal, I'll do a backflip. I don't know how to do one. Don't do a backflip. Just because Gold Coast win. But they might be winning it from this start as Ben Long, a man we wish we had at the Saints. He's going to line up. And I don't even think the Giants have had it inside 50. They have maybe 1 or 2. But, yeah, this is a very surprising start from the Suns. It is surprising, it has to be said, with how much they've been... Haz is goal hungry. Everyone's goal hungry at Wattle Park. Even I was at a stage. Because I had a play that I could have passed it to, but I went the shot and I missed it. Ah, no. Longs really should have put that through. That was only a 15, 20 metre out kick. The quality is amazing. Which quality? If you guys want me to maybe watch the Bulldogs, Willie T would have been... Yeah, he was angry. They were all angry at me, but like, realistically, after that, it wasn't really much more of a concern. I definitely played alright. But I can play a lot better. Helps when you're bigger in the contest. Are you live streaming the Bulldogs v Richmond? Oh, the webcam quality. Yeah, well, so I have added a filter, which I've just guessed. I don't know much about filters and color correction, but I guessed it. That's what it looks like without it. So that's without it, but this is with it. See how there's just more color and like a little bit more saturation, bit more of a contrast. I'm pretty sure as well. What have I added? A little bit more of a contrast, a little bit more saturation, and yeah, I think it looks alright. Goal to the Giants somehow. Don't really be deserved that, but fucking needed that. Zoe, what's up? First thing Joel said after yesterday's game is, I know. I didn't watch that game, but Amadi apparently had like 9 shots on goal. Apparently he had 9 because he kicked 6 points, but he had 3 out in the 4 apparently. No backflip for that guy. What do you mean? You mean no backflip? The game hasn't finished yet. Do I think Suns make the top 4? No, I don't. But they do have a few extra games in hand, actually. On the ladder, the Giants are 8-4, or 8-6. So they still haven't had their bye yet. I'm pretty sure 8 wins, 6 losses. Suns are 8 wins, 4 losses. So really, the Giants have played 2 extra games than the Suns. As Toby Green almost puts that through, but Collins on the line. Yeah, I know. He kicked 9 goals last year, same spot at the Adelaide Oval. I remember watching that game and cheering every time Amadi would go near the ball. That was actually really fun. How did he fucking do that? I don't know, because he's not the sort of player you'd expect to be kicking 9, as the Giants have put another one through in Riccardi, I think. Getting some quick goals here. And then he got taken. Oh, he did get taken off by bloody Longmire. Just realised the ladder as well. We're now bottom 4, the Saints. Because I think Port and Sydney both have 6 wins. And there's every chance we could go bottom 3 to finish the year. I think North will end up finishing higher than Essendon this season, unless Essendon fix a few things with their squad, because I just don't see them winning another game apart from maybe Richmond, because I think that's the only easy game they've got left. I know that, Greeny Cube. So the Suns really, they'll have the advantage in terms of an extra game to play for the whole year. So even if it looks like they might not be in finals contention, they could just beat Essendon last game, which you think they will, and then so that's why I don't think they'll not make finals. But yeah, they haven't been in good form as of late. They've got Melbourne next week at home, so they should win that. They should beat Essendon. They've got Melbourne, then Essendon, and then they've got Collingwood at home, which I think they'll win. Like their last 2 games against Freo, I think, and Geelong, fair enough, they weren't easy. And I'm not saying this is easy either, but surely they do make finals. But then they've got Adelaide, then they've got Brisbane, then they've got Richmond at home. Then they have Carlton, which I think they can beat Carlton, and then they've got GWS again. So I think another 5 wins, 6 wins, definitely. Do you think North beat it? Nah, I don't. I don't think there'll be many people tipping North, even after their win. 13th says Greeny Cube. Yeah, I don't really mind where we finish, as long as we just... if we play more like we did against Collingwood, we'll win more games, I reckon, because Collingwood are the best side in the comp. I thought Geelong were last week, but I think Collingwood still are, because they're definitely like standing clear, heads and tables above the rest in terms of the ladder. They've only lost 2 games, and they've only lost one in the last... They've only lost one since round 1. Not sure if you can hear the audio. I'll turn it up a little bit, actually. The issue why I don't like to have it on without headphones is that there is a bit of an echo, some people are saying. No, I haven't footy flicked. Who got injured pre-game? Well, for what game? This game? I have no idea. You just knew that you were going to get Kelly Underwood, even though, like, normally Gold Coast Giants is not a battle of top 8 sides, but it just will be for this. Are you talking about? Yeah, you're talking about Philippou and his calf injury before the. That was really disappointing. Almost the most disappointing thing about the whole night. Like, it's not his fault, but Hogan marks. Hogan's been in the form of his life, really. His last 35 games, I think he's kicked like 100. Like, how many goals would he have kicked in the last 100, like 35 games, let's just say? Kicked like 80 last year. And this year he's kicked, in just the 11 games, he's kicked. What happened? 50 metres. So he'll get a certain goal. And not looking good for my big call. Kicks his first. He's kicked already this year 6, 2, 8, 13, 20, 21, 23, 25, 34, 38 and 11. So you reckon he's kicked 115 in the last 35. He's averaged over 3 goals a game. He's averaged over 3 goals this season. In my opinion, I'd say Cooper Shulman. He's definitely know how you spell his name. I like him. He competes and he gets a goal when he has a set shot, unlike a few other players. So, what was that 54? Because I actually looked away. So, Andrew thought he played on there, and that's why he did that. No, it is Sharman, yeah. Jeffrey. Gee, I tell you what, after the very dominant Gold Coast start, GWS have certainly gotten back in this game. Only 8-point margin now. Did an umpire... Really? An umpire said play on. That's bad. That's pretty bad, Xavier. I wouldn't have thought it'd be an umpire. Free kick to King. Yep. There you go. Should be a goal here. King hasn't really... He's been, like, quite the last few weeks after a really strong start. So for an 8th goal with 6 to go in this quarter, it's certainly been high scoring. But for the sake of entertainment-wise, I'd rather it be that way. So the Suns get their 5th goal and break the run of 3 GWS goals to put them up by 14 with 6 on the clock. Pretty entertaining start for both sides. If you guys want me to maybe have a chance of streaming the second game, you've got to get the like counter up to 266, which I don't see happening. I haven't got faith in you guys, so not worried yet. How do you feel about... Look, we were pretty good for 3.5 quarters, to be honest. Like I say it again, like, we played against the best side in the comp, so what can you expect? I know we're not good enough to compete against them for 4 quarters. But I would have been great to win that. They very well could win by 100. Have a guess who I met at the game yesterday as well. You have 3 guesses. Well, really, anyone can have a guess, but have a guess who I met at the game yesterday. Yeah, Pat Kaz. Very, very quick onto that one. He gets it right. I did meet Studi. For some reason, he was outside my aisle when I went out at half time. And I just had a chat with him. I was there with Geordie as well. He's going to be at the Richmond game as well. But I wasn't going to go to that after what I realised in the morning. Is that staying in? No, I'm not. I've said it. Why does everyone want me to get scoops on the stream? How shit would that be? He'll never do it as well. I've told him himself, you should stream like AFL games on your channel, but not do it on StreamYard and actually show your face and all that. And he never will. So I'm not sure why you guys want me to get him on when it's just not going to happen. Anderson could go for home here. No. Mate, I don't put the ads on the stream. You can't even control the ads anymore, so I'm sorry, but... Try and see if you can get an ad blocker or something like that, if that works. No, I'm not. Dusty. Got nothing set up for it either, and I'd rather spend that time on something else, because the game won't be close. Should go out at will. I don't think Caden would want to get on a stream, but I haven't asked him, but I just don't think he, like... Oh, actually, he may be. But... Maybe he would, but not for a D's game, actually. He hasn't got great internet at his place, so it'd have to be here. Yeah, if I wanted to, I'll ask him, but I don't really know if I will. Because it wouldn't be for a D's game. Oh, go Gold Coast. No, that's a shit handball. Somehow they haven't... Rioli. Goal. How'd they get one there? That was really poor from the Giants pressure-wise. 3.5 to go and the Suns kick their 6th. No, sorry AFL bros, I don't know who you are. That's ball, right? They couldn't stick any of the other tackles, but that first one was ball. What did Kelly... No, nothing. Kelly hasn't done anything that shit yet. I say yeah, she probably will, but not yet. That's pretty positive for Gold Coast. Highest scoring opening term, and they're going again. Rao might go for home himself. No, but they've had 11 scoring shots in this first quarter. Actually, they've had probably 12 or 13, because you had a few on the full. Yeah, and Dawson, Alex, and probably another couple players. I won't watch it on stream, because he wants me to watch it on stream. Or maybe I'll just wait till I've got like no one in my chat and then I'll watch it so he has no one to watch it with him. And that's kicked out in the full. Lockie Ash has 28 fantasy. I think he's the only player in this game I've got. Stays in. Out of bounds, 242. Oh, I don't expect it to be good. I don't really want to watch it, to be honest. Definitely don't expect it to be good. Can't say it's the footy. Oh, there we go. Callahan. This is where the Giants are at their best here. When they run it through the middle. Darcy Jones. Not a good handball. They've actually been poor going inside 50, GWS. Might get one here, actually. O'Halloran. Callum Brown. Yep. It's a goal. Wow, high scoring start. 10 goals apiece. Well, combined, I should say. There wouldn't be 10 goals. Yeah, I'll try to do that if I've got time to, but I've only got like 6 minutes at quarter time. I know, they did. They did play alright. What's happening? Nothing, really. Oh, Whitfield. Oh, well, I'll tell you what's happening. Whitfield's going into the rooms. Anderson. Miller. What a shit big call for my sake, to be honest. Ainsworth. Oh, he's got it! 11 goals in this opening term, and the Suns have their 7th. Entertaining start. Boring game. No, it hasn't been a boring game. I picked this game to stream because I thought it was going to be more entertaining than the other game. I think the Suns had them with a chance. I didn't tip them, though. Mate, AFL Talks, you can check on the match information. It's never a boring game when there's 11 goals in a quarter. In the first quarter. Who the fuck is that Gold Coast supporter? That is embarrassing. Oh, you didn't check the scores though, didn't you? No, it was 26-0, but no, it's been alright. Deserves more people to be watching it, but no one ever gives the Expansion Cup a chance. Shut up, Kelly. Now it's not entertaining, because that is what's making it not entertaining, if there is anything to make it not entertaining, because she's fucking annoying. AFL Talks, you're a fucking idiot, mate. I know you're talking about that lady on the screen. As if you'd say that. On a public live stream. Free kick Collins. Best first quarter game I've watched this year. It's a good one. But yeah, I said before, I'm very wrong on my big call, because I said there'd be 140 combined points. We've already got 70 in the first quarter. But I don't know. I probably should have checked the conditions. I think last time Suns and the Giants met, it was quite low scoring. So that's probably why. Go, Walter. Oh, yes! This could be their best first quarter in their history. Jeez, the one time I haven't got the goal songs ready. No, they didn't, Alex. That wasn't the biggest upset of the season. If it was the biggest upset of the season, I wouldn't have called it. Yeah, it's good that you're watching it, Lockie. I'm glad I'm watching because if I was going to go to the Bulldogs Richmond game, I wouldn't have had this game on. Wouldn't have been able to watch it. Oh, that is the worst kick for goal. 13 shots on goal in a quarter, but really, the Suns should have been on 9 goals, I reckon. Didn't look like he even gave it an attempt there. That was the most casual set shot he ever could have attempted. No, because he thought it was just an easy shot, so that's why he's just going to walk in. He basically just walked in. You just don't see that in the AFL. That's not an AFL standard kick. Sort of annoys me because it ruins what would have been a 12-goal opening quarter. You would have made it. You may not have made the distance. But you probably know that. You're just trying to get a few people angry, I reckon. Would have been the highest opening. I know he's not just missed one. I think he had another shot earlier that missed as well. So Walter's been quite disappointing, but it's been a good start for Gold Coast. Ultimately, I think that's their second highest scoring opening quarter in history. So not many people would be disappointed when you see that. Stop swearing, mate. Honestly, it's my channel and I can choose what I want to do. He's missed 2 and Ben Long. Yeah, I know Ben also. So that's why they should be on like 10 goals at quarter time. It could have been 10 to it could have been like a 65 to 25 opening quarter. It's not like every team's converted their shots perfectly. Maybe the Giants have, but not Gold Coast. Sort of annoying, but that's alright. Maybe they're wanting to get my big call up. God, just honestly, AFL Talk's getting the attention you want, so just if you keep freaking feeding it, then it's gonna be a shitty chat. Imagine having Jed Walter anytime goal in the first quarter. Yeah, you'd be pissing. You'd be kicking yourself because that second one really should have gone through with the way he just was so lazy with his set shot there. That's pretty bad. Oh well. By the way, 104 to 110. Yeah, alright. Basically, because you're the only one giving me. Yeah, I would like more viewers at this time. That's why I probably don't do streams at 110 anymore. Everyone's got footy on. Yeah, no, definitely Greeny Cube. Definitely the upset of the round. Alright. I've got like 4 minutes and I want to get these goal songs ready. Probably less than that now. Oh, you don't think Gold Coast are 10 and 2? Why do I put 10 and 2 on that? Seriously. No, you're right, they're not. Why would I put 10 and 2? That's not even remotely close to where they are right now. Jesus. Alright. Maybe I won't have time. I don't reckon I'm going to have time now, unfortunately. To finish.
What does it mean to go your own way? It's knowing that being different is always a good thing. Own it. In the new
When's the Canberra game?
by Susan SUV.
Yeah, you should come to that. I think it's round 22. It's against North, but I now give that a chance for North because it'll be at Monica, and with how the... Wait. With how the Giants have been at home, like, I wouldn't guarantee anything for them anymore, even against North. You just want me to watch the parody on stream. Alright, fine. What are we on likes-wise? If we can get to 120 likes by halftime, I'll watch it on stream. Not like it's something that many people would want to see either, but if you really want me to do it, and you better not, like... You know, what you should do, if you want me to watch so badly, just tell all of your mates, if you've got any, to... Like, if you actually had mates that supported you, you could probably get them to do that. There was also an instance where Mac Andrew gave away a 50 where it shouldn't have been a 50. So really, they should be much more in front, the Suns. Well, he might not have any friends. Who knows? Do 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 do. Everybody do 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 do. Shit, I might just have to use another one I've used for the Giants in other years. And I probably will do that, actually. What do we got for GWS? What do we had last time for the Giants? That's Geelong, which I never ended up using, I don't think. No, I didn't, because I never actually streamed that game. $58 in. Jesus. Yeah, this one I can use for GWS. And then, Suns. I might not be able to use your song, mate, unfortunately, because I haven't got the time now. Told you I needed I had to create the yellow goal graphic. That's probably why now I'm not going to have enough time. So we'll pick another song. Sorry. Yeah, Anderson has been good, hasn't he? Oh, good mark, Powell. I'm back, alright. Nice. On track gonna happen. No, it isn't. How the hell will that be on track? Been talking about how we're the opposite of that being on track. Flanders goes inside. Ash. Here we go. GWS Ronnie up. Where's Hogan? I hope he kick a bag. I think he's playing on Mac Andrew, though. Oh, there he is. Why is it so uncontested? Oh, that's a shocking kick. Rao's going to cut that off. Anderson, Miller. Oh, are they off here? No. Oh, Callahan. Brilliant. Ash. Get rid of it. Two very good midfields going at it right now. And Ben Long. Mate, I don't think my stream's lagged once so far today. Stop just putting random things in my stream because it's kind of annoying. Yeah, I know, it's just the same people. It's annoying. A little bit. Come on, Long. No, he's missed. Hasn't scored, actually. And it's ball. Fuck thing. Oh, you're getting hidden. Oh, I'll time you out, actually. I'll time you out for 24 hours. You know what? Oh, no, I'll do that song that guy was talking about. Do I have it saved? Yeah, I do. Okay, here we go. What's a close call? It's been a shit game so in this quarter. Shitty quarter. Go to Long. Actually, I wouldn't even go to Long. He's been missing it left, right, and centre today. Come on, Humphreys. Get the goals going again this quarter. Come on. Nah, that's not going through. 49 now the Suns are, so they really should be on a bigger score. Yeah, I know, it's annoying, Pat Kaz. Because both sides aren't... They're still trying to score, but they're not finishing the job. Especially the Gold Coast. Yeah, so I don't know why they need to do these score reviews, but whatever.
I think there's a classification. Any review under 5 seconds is considered not worthy of a review.
Most reviews aren't worthy of reviews. They should just do it... I don't know, like... Because they don't want to do it mid-game and then stop the play, do they? Maybe next week, AFL, bro. Maybe. Maybe, but I wouldn't bet on it. Because I can only do them on Mondays, Tuesdays, or Wednesdays, and a lot of the time on Tuesdays I can't. So I've got 2 days, and if I'm doing stuff on those 2 days at night... Like next Wednesday, I think I might be playing futsal again. So the only day I could do Monday, but Monday's like I might be doing, like I might not have time to set it up. And I could be doing another recording as well. So yeah, I like doing them, but
He slows on his run a little bit. I just don't think the hard runs are still the worst half. Yeah.
haven't found the time to really do many. 109, someone said.
Which he did. He touched the ball. He tries to play it to his advantage, which he's got every right to do in that situation. That's right.
And Jetty, I reckon you're spot on. Lockie just left himself wide open in that situation.
Mate, yeah, go on. Put it on your story. What do we have now? We have 77 likes. I guess if that's one way of getting likes, I can get you putting it on your story. I don't reckon I've ever... No, I wouldn't have never picked this song because I don't know it very well, but sure. Mate, I have got the Gather Round video. I just haven't been able to put it out because I keep delaying shit.
This often the case when you see a really open
Don't worry, it's not just me that haven't released their videos out yet.
tightens up and scores right.
I know, people are just going to say, oh, you've delayed it and all that. It's like, just watch the fucking video. Like, don't complain about the fact that it's out so late. Just watch it.
Beautiful sunshine in Sydney's west today as Damien Hardwick ponders the
Alright, so now we should be good.
plane. He's involved in his
Funny, I've got the goal songs ready. Now there aren't any goals. We haven't seen a goal all quarter.
7 as a player and he's 343rd as a coach, of course, a 3-time premiership coach. Green,
But they're ready. So when we see goals, we'll get them prepared.
Flanders,
That's a bit of a... You can't say that, Brendan. Top 50 ugliest players.
practicing back in the side he missed last week. Badly caught.
Finally, someone normal in the chat. G'day, Georgia. I'm kidding, by the way. But, like, I swear this chat's been rancid.
Riccardi pulled out of position. Rioli. Darcy just
How...
made sure he's
Oh, yeah, good. Mate, it's been a shit chat. Because chat makes me enjoy the stream. Sometimes these just... When no one's really participating much in the chat and it's half just spamming crap that I don't care about. Oh, it makes it makes it a struggle. How's the vid about opening one? Not good, because I just haven't been able to get the other packs. I want to do it this year. I've been sorting the packs since 2023. And I just don't know if I'm going to be able to get the other 3 years. I've literally been asking like so many different people and I've been getting nothing. Everyone's just like, go on eBay. It's just like, do you think I haven't already tried that? As Tom Green kicks a point. Yeah, I know. It's during the day. It's Sunday, 1 o'clock. I get that. That's why I don't often stream Sundays, 1 o'clock. But I wanted to get another stream going today. Because I wanted to watch this game. I reckon it'll be good. It's been alright so far.
the options right up above. So
80 likes is pretty good. To be honest with you, not really. Pretty shit, but if you think it's good, I'll take that. But it's pretty average. If you think it's good, fair, but...
options. So why not go into Toby Green?
Mate, I've done so much better on other streams.
Miller closing. Brown runs into his teammate. Still gets the handball away and Green's caught going.
Mark. No, I just... Really, he doesn't make any YouTube appearances, but he's still, like, on Instagram and all that. Heavily. He's still heavily on Instagram.
Former captain
My friend asked me to do their tips this weekend and I got them all wrong.
dashes along the wing.
So you tipped Essendon and St Kilda. Oh, actually, I don't blame you for tipping St Kilda in terms of like, I know why you would, but why would you tip Essendon?
Buckley.
Here we go.
And it's come down to Humphrey who snaps and goals.
Why was he not celebrating after that goal? It looked like he missed that with his celebration. Alright, AFL bros, there's your song, mate. I can sort of understand why people would tip St Kilda though. More so than why people would tip Essendon over Freo. But why did you tip Essendon over Freo?
Celebrations are secondary at the moment.
One correct. Look, honestly, most people should have only 2 correct. I've gotten 3 tips correct so far. Good chance of me only getting the 3 though, because Gold Coast look like they're going to win this. But I should get the Bulldogs game right, so I'll probably get 4 out of 7 this week, which is actually not too bad given how hard it's been this year and week. Port Sydney was a 50-50. Yeah, but a lot of people didn't really change their tips seeing all the ins for the Swans. So a lot of people just kept their tip with the Power. I think the percentages were like 75 Port, 25 Swans. You thought Essendon had a chance. No, not after last week against the Cats, mate. On what basis did Essendon have a chance?
Well, Lynch, he's also up to 8 score involvements.
Flanders to half forward, Reid again.
Maybe if the game was played at Marvel.
Anderson, of course, when he starts to the game.
Reid honours the lead of kick.
Shit, it's been a while since the Bombers have played at Marvel.
Spills down towards Ash, then Iden. Sprinting hand.
Where do Essendon play next week? Or do they have the bye?
Kick off the back flank, it'll work out.
They might have the... They actually reckon they have the bye.
Lines immediately. Look at this bloke. The finisher through the middle of the ground with a couple of bounces.
Should be a goal here.
To Toby Gray.
Oh, what a tackle on Green. It's Anderson as well.
Captain on captain. Excellent.
You thought Essendon were more of a chance.
Now the swirl from Kelly.
Okay, fair, but like,
Off ground.
still having any faith in Essendon beating Freo with their form.
Real wobbler and almost got there. Made Collins work. And Collins now to Hewland. And they catch the Giants snoozing.
And Saints gave it a crack as well. Like, we didn't
Behind from Humphrey.
play too badly.
Halloran. Flick back in by Riccardi. Head over the ball. Thomas sees it over.
You don't have much faith in Freo faithful. No faith in Freo. Fair enough, but I still don't reckon.
Bit further towards the top of the square. Toby Green is like his time again. Just does that much completely.
I've got Ash in this game.
Just been activated. So he's done
Well, I've got a few other GWS players, but they don't play.
Going back a month or
Like, Noah Anderson actually was someone I considered at the start of the year, but I didn't add him in because of the early bye.
heroics here because they needed
The 2 early buys he would have had.
hasn't seen too much of a tsunami.
Well, no, the one. The 1 early buy, but still.
Nigel was 23 quarter time. Currently sits at 20.
He'd be sitting on a high amount, I reckon.
Trying everything desperately
I reckon he'd be on like 70.
to Noble.
He's on 59. Miller's actually on more than him, but Miller has been like
Gather.
all over it. He's going to get another 6 points here. Why are Gold Coast wearing this game? Ooh,
Target.
what do you reckon?
Hewland couldn't quite take it. Going back.
People wear teams wear away Guernseys due to jumper clashes. So why would you really expect them to be wearing their red
Taken high. Free
when GWS are wearing their orange? It's a bit of a clash, isn't it?
Very generous. It is extremely generous.
only kicked his first goal going back a couple of weeks ago. Hewland, he goes high. The launch was from King. Interesting handball from Kelly over his shoulder. Might come back.
I don't see the Suns losing this right now.
Rao and Anderson teaming up. Now Jeffrey
Jeffrey,
squeezes it to high ball.
anyone going to mark it? No one's going to mark it. Ash, Green takes it out. Yeah, I do as well. I think the clash looks cooler than their home. I wouldn't have picked Saints bottom 4 this year. Yeah, but it's not that surprising that the Saints are bottom 4. With like no King for the whole year and other injuries and no, but not even just injuries. We just haven't been that great. But because I thought Ross Lyon wouldn't allow us to lose that many games by bigger margins and all that. But to be fair, that was the case last year, so maybe it doesn't have a difference. Should play on. How is that not? How was that not 15?
Seriously, I saw a lot of short kicks last night. Collingwood and St Kilda that were minus 5 metres.
There is 63, which means 63 possible, so like it up if you want to hear quality music.
And that was one there that should have been paid. That was clear.
Yeah, not many though.
Outside 50, bang, that paid.
Because I thought they may have paid a touch then, because that looked like it was 20.
I think with the eye there, we could tell that should have been paid.
So Riccardi outmarks Wicks.
Mate, this is annoying. It was actually going to look like a really good game. Now it's just going to be another average... Oh, that's a mark. Hogan
And he gets sticky mitts, Jesse Hogan.
needs to put this one through.
One of the great stories is Jesse Hogan having another terrific year.
No, I'm not going to still watch, because I already said I'd watch at 120 at half time.
38 goals.
So clearly they don't want it to happen.
Second in the Coleman, trailing Jeremy.
Jeez, Cameron's on 48 goals this season.
So he's already kicked one this afternoon.
Could he kick 100 if they play 4 final games?
To try and
They need to average 4 though for that.
before half-time. The superstar
He's got it. Good. That's their first. That is their first goal all quarter. How are you, says Arjun the Emerald. 6 in the morning. Oh, you're in Europe then. Must be. Look, I'm alright. I just want this game to be worth streaming. It'd be so bullshit if this game ends up being... Suns aren't normally in these positions though against GWS though early on, so who knows?
Not an easy shot from that spot, which he used to dominate those your old days at Brisbane.
Nah, not at all, but that was really important, Warren, in the context
2 goals for GWS for Hogan.
edge another goal closer at half-time. They'll go in with a bit of confidence after being smacked off the park for the most part of the first quarter.
Goal Leach in the turn. Back in the middle. Top green. Going to Ruckman and that is held up.
5 per minute. You need 33. And you got more than 6 minutes because there'll be time on, so you have about probably 10 minutes, I reckon. Now the Giants are playing a bit better. Hogan marks on the 50
Absolutely dominating clearances. Up to 40 for the year. The kick
and kicks that one badly out the full.
9 in this game, Jared, but he's lifted his first 5 or 6 minutes weren't great. Neither were all the midfielders for
25 hours. Nearly missed my... How'd you nearly miss your connecting flight in Abu Dhabi?
of the game. Next best for GWS is 2 to Callahan.
So 5:51. Only 1 goal apiece this quarter. We had 11 in the first. Should have had probably 13 because
Impressive. He goes again.
Miller and Walter kept
At ground level.
missing. Oh, here we go. Speaker. No, it wasn't Miller. It was Long. There we go. Long's...
Drayton. He's kicked a goal in every game this season.
He celebrated, but apparently it was touched.
And we'll get the review.
Why call touch then? Why call it? Why the fuck do you need a score review this? It was obviously touch. You can see the finger bend back.
The desperate lunge of Ryan Anglet.
I wouldn't really say the game's been confusing, but
Anglet, one of the 3 inclusions in selection this week, along with
it sort of actually has been confusing.
the skipper.
So I think that's overkill, to be honest, because there was 2 central umpires called the touch. And if we heard the touch, I think we need to review that one.
No, they didn't need to review that one. If they knew it was touch, they wouldn't have called it. Like, it's different if you called it a goal and you think it might be touched, but when it was originally called a touched, I feel bad for you because you go for Saints, they suck. I don't really give a shit.
Closing in on a little milestone himself. 3 goals away from becoming the second giant at 400.
rather support a side that, has been starved for success for so long. Because when they eventually do win a flag or whatever and get some success, then it's going to feel way better than if you went for Geelong or Collingwood or whatever. Because Collingwood have it every other year. And they've got the most bandwagon of fans. They were so fucking annoying last night. Tom Green has 9 clearances, yet they're still down by 23.
Looks like he's been pushed up with a run withdrawal there on Anderson. Anderson's still dominating numbers-wise. Well, at least he's at 7, but they're mainly handballs.
90% of Geelong's fans are from Geelong.
He's on 9, Tom Green. Clearances at the moment. There's still 5 before half-time.
Still,
Miller going out. Brown knocks it forward. Madden. And all the way to Kelly. A lefty. Sends it
so what? Doesn't matter though. Oh, geez, Mac Andrew goes high. Hogan ball. Cadman gets it. There you go. Giants are back. Giants are back here. I just realised that's not even the right colours that the Giants are using. Oh well. Delayed by 45 minutes, and then we had 3 minutes. Well, wouldn't they, if there's a delay for a connecting flight, there was a delay for a connecting flight when we went back from Alice Springs. So it was Alice Springs to, I think Melbourne. Was it Melbourne? Well, it was Alice Springs to Adelaide, and then Adelaide to Melbourne. And the first flight was delayed an hour. So I thought I was going to miss the second flight. Like, I knew I was going to get something for it, but I thought I was going to miss it. But apparently, most people on that flight were going to Melbourne as well. So, and apparently the staff was as well. So it wouldn't have made a difference. Because they just delayed the other flight. We didn't have staff. How do you not have staff? So Witts could have gone quicker. He goes now. Or King flies. Miller. Toby Green. Well, good handball. 3:51 on the clock here. The Suns just the one goal after a 48-point scoring first quarter. Do you want to get 54? It's not going to happen. I aimed for it for the end of the week, but I didn't do enough to actually earn it. So no, I'll probably get it next. I'll get it next week, I reckon. Hopefully. We haven't even hit 53.6 yet, so yeah, I think this might be the last 110 stream I do for the year. This game better be good. Oh, 320. Giants are getting back into it though. If the plane arrived after departure time, it's when we would have had additional help. Wait, if the plane arrived... Yeah, you wouldn't have, you would have got something for it if you just been put on the next flight available, I would have thought, for free. Because you can't really control a delayed flight, I wouldn't have thought. No, Barcelona would be nice. I want to go to Europe one day. Barcelona, 33 degrees. Probably feels hotter than that as well, I would have thought. 3 minutes left in the quarter. Yeah, what he said it was the same airline. He said it was Emirates, didn't he? Or Etihad. He said it was Etihad. But maybe that was the first flight and the second wasn't.
Giants really opens it up.
The Giants feeling like they're back in the game. Callahan, long kick in the Hogan direction, not away from him. Oh, no ball.
Ooh. Oh, the rush behind. Qatar Airways. Is that any good? I've heard it's one of the best airlines in the world, Qatar Airways, like top 3.
Been huge for the Suns. They're 5-3 from stoppages, 1 goal, 4 for the Giants.
But I think what they've done is that they've caught that lead. They let you go from the first quarter from stoppage. And the young kid, Matt, he's not going to dominate Wits, obviously, but in this term, he's not dominating.
No, absolutely. And those centre clearances were the real damage, and those centre unpressured clearances out the front.
I've been to Europe 3 times with Cathay Pacific. Do you have family up in Europe, or do you just go on holiday? Like are you going with your family, I assume?
And the Giants skipper wraps you up. They tangle again. Miller. Weller.
Jeez, this 41.56. Still a half to go. Here we go, Humphrey.
Nicely into space. Allows Humphrey to run onto it. And then he's looking for Ainsworth, who's kicked 2 of the more miraculous goals you've seen so far this afternoon. And he's a
Yeah, that's ball. Oh, no, it's not ball. I don't know why I said that. He literally just got him.
Well, Harry got bustled out of one earlier, which cost him the goal. But Izzy's been good ever since that little mistake. His desperation here was A-grade and caused the stop.
Wits got it down to Flanders. Trying to tumble it goalward. Lecalier and Reed fighting for it. And down
140. Sucked in for AFL talk, so he's not going to get his 120 likes.
blink of an eye to start the game.
That's why I said it 120, because I didn't think it was going to happen. Did he actually put on a story?
Since they first scored. And now margin sits at 15.
Got a couple of spares behind this stoppage that looked dangerous.
Forward 50 stoppage for the Suns.
I don't think he has a... Does he have an Instagram?
Away to Kelly. Will work out for the G-men. Himmelberg to Ralston.
He didn't even put on his story, so I'm not sure why
Halloran spin move. Able to evade.
he said that.
Pass to Stringer and his right boots. Down to Bedford. Further down the wing. Howe picks it off.
It just seems to be every time a side tries to transition, it gets cut off before they go inside 50.
Said it was all okay and the Suns maintain possession. Rioli, clever check side, down to half forward. Reed, cut track
No, I'm not going to do a fortnight stream, mate.
away to Jones and the Giants through the middle.
Here we go.
It's a thump.
Long ball.
It's a one-on-one at the top of the goal square.
Was that touched, or would that have been a free kick anyways?
Touched for Toby to come through. But that Thunder
They've paid a free kick to someone, I think, or is that just the score review?
with Rick Hardy.
Oh, it is a score review. We've seen like 4 score reviews already in this game. And it's, again, that was touched. Make it quick and snappy, so like, just, yeah, complete it. How did your Saints play last night against West Coast? I'm not going to answer that, mate.
Best sponsorship in footy.
Unnecessary to answer that.
Pie says, yep.
Especially about the West Coast game. Like, I know you're a West Coast fan, but you guys haven't won more than 1 game this year, so I don't really care.
3 seconds to go in the turn. Wits hands to it, not to be. Angwood at the drop. Hand pass away to Kelly.
Kelly, they have one more chance here, the Giants, inside 50.
The hot spot.
Touched again. What's with every ball being touched?
Critical touch.
Stringer, I haven't seen him all game. Is he the sub or something? Another point. So now it's all GWS scoring. They've had 2-6 this quarter. Yeah, look, if you're a neutral, I want to know what neutral supporters were thinking heading into the game and what they actually were thinking when watching. Because I thought the Saints were not that bad.
As the seconds tick down to half time.
Like, everyone was probably going to fear the worst.
The line here. Weller has other ideas.
I don't reckon the margin reflected the game. I don't, like, what was it now? 35 at the end?
And at half time.
Didn't feel like it was 35. Certainly not throughout the whole game.
In it. After the Gold Coast Suns kicked the first 4 goals of the game in the opening 7
It should have only been like a 2 or 3 goal margin in the end, really. But it was just a fast finishing Collingwood in the last 10, 15 minutes. I think they kicked the last 4 or 5 goals. I think they kicked the last 5. Right, well, I know what we're not going to be doing right now. You sound very tired. No, I'm not even any of that. Maybe I just don't sound like I want to be here, which wouldn't surprise me if I did. I shouldn't sound like that way, though. I'm not I'm not even tired at all. Maybe I just need something to eat. I will actually go and grab something. Hold up. Give me a sec. I'll look for something. And then we'll figure out what we'll do. Half time.
Just blew out of the blocks. His centre clearance dominance was right up there.
Yeah, no, we knew it was something that was going to be really important today. Obviously, we wanted them strengths being in a really good midfield, so worked on it through the week. And it was nice to have a good start, but we know we've got a long way to go.
How do you think that midfield contest is going in the balance of the first half?
I reckon we probably laid the first punch, but then they were able to probably get on top of us a little bit of stages. But I understand it's not going to be a full game where we're dominating them, so we've got to hold up a little bit. But I still thought we could have been a little bit more consistent.
No worries. Thanks, Tom. Go and have a break.
Thanks, mate.
So expansion cup number 20 is 7th v 8th on the ladder. The most significant game of their short history. Back with more at half time right after this.
Okay, we have competitive pricing and great vehicles. How can we give Six customers something extra?
What if our staff always went the extra mile for customers?
Nein. We use the metric system of measurement here.
Yeah, I know, it's the expression.
Our staff should always go the extra kilometer.
Ooh, I can see this catching on.
Car rentals that go the extra kilometre.
Oh, that would have made a noise. All right, I've got this for the halftime snack. I want to read some good chats in this stream, so if you don't have anything worthy of chatting, then I won't read it. No. It's only happened like twice on streams before, though, where I've had arguments with my sister off, or maybe 3 times, but I reckon it's been over 150 times I've done that where I've left the stream. So the chance would be low. What's my favourite train station in Melbourne? Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to ask that. Does anyone really have a favourite? Like, I like Parliament Station's cool. Yeah, I like Parliament Station. But I never go there. I very rarely. I never really need to go to Parliament because sort of in a different spot where I don't often go to. Didn't you have it once over the toilet? Yeah, that was on another GWS stream. What do you think of the umpires this year? I don't know. Have they gotten worse? Some calls I reckon have definitely gotten worse, but overall they're going to be making decisions that are not always correct, so what can you do? I think they do come back and win. I actually think the Giants end up winning this game. They had a lot of chances in that quarter. If you want to know how I feel, you can watch the live stream of that game, Dunk Dynasty. Well, I don't really want to talk about this too much because, well, not anything you guys need to know, but she fucking overreacts about the smallest of things. And screams because she wants to get like a reaction from her parents, and it's annoying. Really annoying. And she did it on the live stream, so it made her look bad. What's a kaboom? Kahootala? You... Okay, kahulawi. If you can spell the right word right, I'll give you the answer. So even like that's a bit too stupid. I don't know who wins in a. What does that even mean? A 7-game series. I know you meant Kahoot. I was only joking around. Yeah, look, I said before, I want to do one soon because the last one was good. Everyone wants me to do them. But on a normal week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, unless I could do a Sunday night Kahoot if there's an early game, but I can't tonight because tonight, either I'm going out or I'm doing, there's something else I'm probably editing my State of Origin video you guys want to watch eventually. So, not tonight. So, tomorrow night? So, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night. But Tuesday night, I won't be. Wednesday night, I think I'm playing futsal. So, Monday night's the only night I've got. And I think that day, like, I don't think I have the time to plan for one, prepare it. So, then so we can't do one next week. So, I'm not sure when I'll do my next one, but I'll definitely do another one eventually. 2050 premiership. You could basically just spin a random wheel and that's who it will be. I'll spin a random wheel right now. Or I'll just go on ChatGPT and I'll ask them to give me a random AFL team, and that's who I think will win the 2050 premiership. I'll probably actually do it on the live stream. Alright. So who's going to win the flag in 2020? Do you think you'll hit 10 million subscribers? No, I don't. I don't really understand why when people ask that. Like, do they think I'll actually hit 10 million? Even if I don't stick to just footy and I do other stuff, like, it's just not going to happen. Like, but it doesn't need to happen for me to get fulfillment out of the channel. Even if I probably don't even think I'll hit 1 million, let alone 10 million. It's not necessarily all about the numbers. Alright, I've got to up the energy. It's probably because I'm fucking hungry. I'm always hungry on the Sunday streams. Let's give us a random... Actually, give me... next 25 AFL premiers. So they're going to... So ChatGPT right now is going to predict the next 25 AFL premiers. And they actually did that. Alright. Wait. NG Stadium. Let's see what ChatGPT has and see how realistic I think this is. Alright, well that's... Okay, well I started alright. 2025 Collingwood, Brisbane. This is where it starts getting a bit pear-shaped. No way Port Adelaide. Port Adelaide in 2027. Couldn't see that happening, and I certainly couldn't see Carlton. 2037 St Kilda. 2048 St Kilda, we've won 2. Wait, but who wins it in 2050?
Over 6 months on high-speed plans. Make it a done deal and sign up at aussiebroadband.com.au.
Who wins the AFL Premiership in 2050?
Three-seater fabric sofa with 2 reclining actions, only 1493. Amazing deal on the Ultra Sleek Cosmo 7-piece dining suite.
No, it wasn't even intended. I just said that. North Melbourne. After a decades-long rebuild, the Roos finally peaked with a young supercore developed in the late 20... How the hell will they know that, though?
It's easy. With Coles
Not a single player playing for North right now will be playing for them then. So how are they going to know that?
5 a kilo. Plus, you can
Stunning the competition with a dominant final season ending in 57 premiership drought.
online. We'll do the shopping and
57-year premiership. Well, no.
away, letting you get back
That's
to
wrong.
sooner. Save
Didn't they last win a flag in 1999?
Coles.
Yeah, you know what? Yes.
The AFL and AFL
I want the grand final opponent and I want the margin.
For over 90 years,
I want...
at the heart of GMHBA health insurance. That's why you'll pay no excess on same-day hospital procedures.
Margin, North and key players. If they're just going to give me players that are playing for them right now, bullshit. So they beat Freo by 9 points. Xavier Greenwood. How the... Are you just taking the piss right now? This is just a guess because this guy's probably not even born right now. So Xavier Greenwood is the guy that wins the Norm Smith for North Melbourne. Pretty good game, actually. Dominated the stoppages and stood tall in the final quarter. Elijah Ford, electric small forward with 3 goals and a bench pressure. Lachlan Spittery, Teresi Ward, Noah McDonald.
That's a plus.
What about if I do it for 2030? Let's see if they give me random players and then players that's still playing.
Just fitted another one. Rachel. Wherever you call home.
Okay. Makes sense. Liam Sarong. Is this supposed to be Caleb Sarong? Or is this a guy that... Like, does Caleb Sarong have a brother?
How's your dream team?
Jai Missy. So he plays. Caden Young, Johnson, Idris. Give me the next 15, 20 Coleman medals. Yeah, I know he's got a brother called Jai, but does he have a brother called Liam? Alright. How bullshit is this prediction from Kerno to get 75? That won't happen. Norton, 69. A miss, 73. Max King. McDonald, Mackay. A miss. Elijah Hollins. Mitch Owens, are you... There's no way Max can kick 74. Lance George, Adelaide fictional rising star. Taj Reid, Logan McDonald, Zane Dersma. Dersma's not a forward. Trey Bartlett. Wait, no, that's Zane Dersma. Actually, yeah, maybe Zane Dersma. I forgot he doesn't even play yet. Does he? No, he doesn't. What? No, he does for North. Because I know they have another brother. What's his freaking name? That's Willem. So Zane, so why are they confused me? Why were they expecting him to be playing in 2044, kicking 85 goals? That just confused me because obviously I know that they have one. I just didn't even read the team. Brownlow. Elijah Hollins doesn't play for the He might play for them in 2032 though. Dacos, Bont, Goulden, Butters. All of these players that ChatGPT reckon will win it by this point will be too old.
We don't have an answer, but hopefully he will by the end of this game. Well, the Suns
Well, I think Zane Dursman's going to be the best player of all time, winning multiple Colemans and Brownlows in 2044 when he's probably fucking 40 years old.
participation going through the roof. They're out there in force today.
Let's see if ChatGPT can predict the round of round 16. Because I think they'd be able to do that as well. It's because I've got something in me. I reckon, Arjun. Alright, well this is bullshit. Read this. The prediction's not bullshit. I can see it being that, but Port's potent offence faces a rebuilding Carlton, who aren't rebuilding. And Jai Miss doesn't play for any of the sides, unless you're saying that Jai Miss gets traded from Free to Port in the next week. Bulldogs by 12. Melbourne by 18. Why are they saying cool conditions? Gold Coast at 1 o'clock's not cool. Hawthorn by 24. Collingwood by 35. Expect Jack Crisp to keep his Iron Man streak alive. Why is Jack Crisp being mentioned? Richmond v Adelaide. Richmond by 16. The Maroons look sharper. What the fuck? Adelaide's still finding consistency. Bullshit. Freo by 8. Close kind of a Freo's home ground edge should tilt it. And they've given us key storylines to watch. Bulldogs feature prominently. Western Bulldogs take a marquee slot Friday night, part of the 5 Thursday, Friday prime times in round 16 and 20. A boosted atmosphere may give them an edge in Sydney. Hawthorn's game in Launceston adds Aussie rules atmosphere outside Victoria. Expect a large engaged crowd and a Hawth win. It won't be a large crowd. Okay. Well, he's obviously going to be extending it if he's not injured or not playing. Connor McDonald returns from injury for Hawthorn. Am I an idiot or is Connor McDonald not injured? Fantasy, yeah, fantasy tips for round 16. Predict. This could be interesting. No, I didn't think he was injured, so you can't really rely on GPT for completely everything because Will Ashcroft, Caleb's wrong. Okay, well Tracy's an fan. Michael Walters. Connor Stone. At this rate, they're just putting in random players. Predict the 2026 AFL final series. This is going to be what we're doing over halftime if you guys haven't already figured that one out. So if you've got anything you want me to ask ChatGPT for the next 5 minutes, let me know. Alright. Brisbane, Collingwood, Port, Freo, Melbourne, Bulldogs, Sydney, Carlton. Not a great 8, but... Port stunned the Lions by 12 at the Gabba. How do they not know that it's 1v4, 2v3? It's not 1v3, 2v4. They fucked that one up, and then they've got this right somehow. They know it's 5v8 there. Bulldogs wouldn't play the Swans at Marvel. Port Adelaide v Freo. Collingwood beat Bulldogs. Brisbane win by 13 against Port. They love to suck off Will Ashcroft for some reason. That's not how it works though. They know it's supposed to be 1v4, yet Brisbane don't play Freo in the first week. They play bloody Port. So they know it's supposed to be that. Why wouldn't they put it there in the actual predictions? Alright. Anyways, we'll maybe look a bit more into that in the second, or the three-quarter time break, I should say. Hopefully, the scoring can go up a little bit. Because I don't really care about my big call anymore. Like, I've stopped caring. Up the Coasters. They're only up by 13, though. Yeah, they have. Good point, Jack. They've used 5 colours. Certainly be the most of any side, unless there's an LGBTQ side. But I know that's not the case. They'd be using rainbow. But yeah, Jack. Good point. Good start though here for the Suns. He is Ben Long, who hasn't kicked a goal yet. He's had a couple of chances. Should have probably kicked one already. Come on, let's get the scoring back up and running. No, I'm not skipping the question. I go for the Saints. I didn't even realise he's put that in. I just thought you knew that already. Ben Long is missing everything. In fact, it's not just the Suns. It's both clubs. It's the Giants as well. The Giants have had more rush behinds, though. Jeffrey. Anderson. Luke, I hope you're joking with that question. Andrew marks it. This is a slow build-up play here for Gold Coast. And they kick it straight back to Arden. I don't hate Ben Long. Don't even hate him. I don't hate any player, really. Depends on if they're playing against the Saints and they do something, then I can hate them in that situation. There's no one I really hate. Hate is a strong word. Here we go. Look at that. That's perfect. Perfect for the Giants. Toby Green, Hogan, and the link-up play here. Hogan should go back and slot it. Yeah, Jack reckons that because he reckons Nick Watson's a cocky, arrogant prick. He's been averaging close to 4 goals a game here, Hogan. Mate, tell you what, he's had a few bad ones in this game in terms of his kicks. Matty Nix. Why not? What's wrong with Matty Nix? There's been some bad ones in this game though, Zay. I don't know if you've been watching it, but the first quarter was also really bad. The best games are certainly the ones when the two sides can actually kick straight. It's just a clinic of really good footy. He has STI from Jack Ginnivan. Do you know what an STI is, mate? Do you realise that means something else? Giants don't have their strongest team in. That's why I reckon the Suns should really be winning it in these situations.
First time in their new close trip today.
They should practice goalkeeping instead of using social media. You realise the players aren't the ones posting anything on social media. It's the social media team. It's got nothing to do with goalkeeping at all.
Anderson locked up straight away by Stringer. Jeffrey. To get it out to the Suns.
Who's going to kick the opener here? Bedford.
Hands it to Bedford against the boundary line. Cadman in the
And... oh my god! Toby Green was in the right place at the right time. Damien Hardwick isn't happy.
Toby Green normally does. Toby Bedford got the ball inside forward 50, which was good.
So they basically just hit it to him.
But, oh no. They are desperately looking for the line. Here's Bedford. Gets it to the
Bedford.
and then we have a few blows.
And sort of unlucky for the Suns, but yeah, you take that for GWS. Put that on my way, I'm on my way song. Maybe for the next stream. I've not used one of those songs yet for a stream before, but not tonight or today.
So they showed the lead to 8.
Matt Rao re-signs with Gold Coast.
Madden has a crack at it. Bursting through Flanders.
They've re-signed at mid-game. What the hell?
Flanders. Hip and shoulder.
When was the last time a player re-signed to a club mid-game?
Kick downfield.
Last Saints final when you've seen in person. Good question. Last Saints final when I've seen in person was in 2010. We beat the Bulldogs. And Wits I've just completely forgot the Suns were going that way in this quarter, and Wits will most likely kick this. I say surely. He might miss. Oh, he's kicked it. Good. I was surprised. Oh, not surprised, but I was fearful he was going to maybe miss that, given some of the other shots this game. You mean 2020? No, he meant like when I watched live. I'm pretty sure he said, what was the question? Yeah, no, yeah, you've seen in person. Would you go interstate for a Saints final? Well, considering I go interstate for irrelevant Hawthorn Adelaide and Gold Coast Hawthorn games, then probably yes, I would. Thing is, right, I've been to a few interstate finals, never been to a single interstate Saints final, and we don't play finals nearly often enough for me to even have a hope for that, so. No, I don't know. I've been to 3 interstate finals, and I might go to another one this year, because if I've been to 3, I'd consider doing another one this year for a good game. Like, Port Adelaide Hawthorn was worth it. The other 2 games weren't as much worth it, but they were still good. Do you have a heap of money? No, I've got minus 93 right now on my account. Minus $93. I was meant to get paid. Well, I thought I was going to get paid, so I figured it was a weekend, so it'll be tomorrow. And I get paid monthly, so I'll be getting like 4K. Be handy. Oh, Rao, look at that. Thoughts on the last game being a Sunday 3:20? Yeah, why couldn't they have had this game, either have this one as a 12:30 game and finish the next one 3:20 if you really wanted to do like a finish that early, because they've had games start at 12:30 so far this season. Up in Sydney, it doesn't really matter. Then no games overlap. Then realistically, I could have done a double header, but no. For some reason, they have a game sort of overlapping, and then they finish it really early. They could have had the second game end or start at. Why couldn't they have had the second game at 4? Yeah, that would have made so much more sense.
And now the Suns looking to build. Kick to Reed was a big ask because it was 2 hours.
Just going back to that last stop, his
Sunday night games were good,
game going a bit better. If Madden's going to block his right arm, you've got to cover the left.
but they probably only want to do that for public holidays the next day, like King's birthday or Easter Monday.
But the same scenario here is
That's why it makes sense having a night game Easter Sunday. I'm surprised they've only decided to do that this year.
start again.
Stays in? Nope. Out.
Rouston,
It has to end before the 6 o'clock news.
2 years last week, 784 days since playing a full AFL game.
Well, that's right. You're right, because of Channel 7, isn't it?
Handled injury last year with the stress fracture.
Stupid, though. They should be better off having the Channel 7 game Saturday night. Why do they need the Sunday 3:20 game as a Channel 7 game?
Miller going nowhere.
I know why. Now, actually, because it's a Channel 7 game, but
7 and 5 at the same stage.
it doesn't deserve to be a Channel 7 game.
Nearly a falcon. It's more of a bicep, I think.
And they've got plenty of other like instances where you see a 1 o'clock start and a 4 o'clock start.
Last year, and then they won just
Why is this now 3:20? Why is this a Channel 7 game?
as Bedford tries to flick.
And even before the year start, why would they have thought Bulldogs v Richmond would be worthy of a Channel 7 game?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Just because they're two Vic clubs.
Hand might have been quicker than the eye.
Yeah, g'day, Sammy.
He looked like he fisted that one, Jono.
Aidan Fiorini takes the free, pokes it up.
So, Fiorini,
Slapped down by Himmelberg. to
Himmelberg,
Halloran.
Whitfield.
Thomas.
Oh, Thomas, that was.
He paused.
Somehow gets away with it.
Clattered into him.
Now that is just a total lack.
I wouldn't say he's definitely making it.
He doesn't know what's going on. Let's have a look at Bedford. Let's have a look.
Was it at the...
Wow, that was.
Call about Toby Green at half time.
The umpiring in this game has been questionable. They've missed a few bad ones, like that throw. For the round 17 episode of Chap Jab. I don't know if we'll be able to do it face to face, though. That's the thing. King takes it. And he's kicked one already. And this is where the Suns could blow it out, potentially.
King, and he's just too big to be able to defend. And he just pushes back nicely, release forward. There's no way Buckley was going to be able to get a fist in on that one. Giants for the first goal of this third term.
Only kicked the one goal and only had the 2 touches. Yeah, because he's the one playing. Like, Max King just hasn't been playing. Which is annoying. Like, he's not going to play a single game all year when I literally picked them to maybe not win the Coleman, but to have a big year. Because they just keep re-injuring the same. Was it the hamstring? What? Hold up.
AFL goal here at this ground 6 years ago, Ben King. And last time he played here around 19 last year.
What was his latest injury, was it?
No Sam Taylor that day either. Buckley had the match up. But he's kicked a couple and he's keeping his side.
Do you think the Metro Tunnel is a good... Oh no, your knee, never mind. Yeah, knee injury.
Back up rucks. No real effect on the contest.
Yeah, but that's been the case for the whole year. It started in February, and they just kept re-injuring it.
Ainsworth did it beautifully. On Angwin, spin.
Yeah, the Metro Rail, I don't really know. They've been doing it for so long, but I'm sure it's probably going to help.
Suns, they really have just lifted their game up.
There'll just be more services, hopefully, for the trains. Be more easily accessible as well.
So Ethan Reid back in the side this week.
They're adding, yeah, they'll be adding new services as well. So Gold Coast for their third in a row. Put it back out to 26 points, which I think was the biggest lead they had it in the early stages of the game. And another point. So lots of chances the Suns gone begging. Well, you'd have to let me know where it is, because if it's so far out, I probably wouldn't be able to do it. Jason, I wouldn't mind watching that clip. I wonder why. If he's going to be doing that, though, he clearly doesn't care. Because even if it's at 2 in the morning, people could just screen record that and then send it to those people, and then there's any chance of being able to associate them is just gone. He called us tryhards. Alright. So he's jealous of both of us. Good to know. That'd be the only reason, I would have thought. But I don't really give a fuck at Scoops. Yeah, it is Sports Nut. Come on, Giants. Wouldn't mind getting my tip right. I would prefer to see the Suns win this, because it would be good for their finals chances, but I would like to see a fight back here from the Giants, which I think they will. Timu West Coast. Yeah, well, it's not the exact same colour combination. It's similar. Cadman. Should be a goal. Yes! Harvey Thomas gets one back for the Giants. Have you ever heard of an Australian actor called Heath Ledger? I have, but I don't really know a lot about him. Personally. Where'd you get that clip from? Are we just watching the stream at 2 in the morning yourself? What I miss? It's not going to be one of those streams where you're going to be missing out on too much entertainment. Just watching the footy, really, but half time was sort of funny, actually, with ChatGPT. Do you think the Devils will make it? Yeah, they'll figure out something. They should be alright. Not sure when that vote's going to be, though, for the stadium, but hopefully it all ends up being good, because they deserve one, and it'll be better for the economy. And it'll be good. It'll be exciting for the league to have a newer club in. What? Oh, I don't mind AFL bros. I have no preference. I never really care with those sort of things. Have you ever been late to your own team's game? Yep, I have. Sometimes by accident, sometimes on purpose. By on purpose, like I had to miss the start. Like back when I was younger, I was playing footy and I'd miss games when I had games finishing a bit later. Sometimes the buses and, replacing trains, that would cause me to miss a game as well. Go Kobe's, yeah, alright, mate. Thanks for the membership, mate. Jones drops it. Himmelberg does well there. Lockie Ash. The Giants have overlaps. Where's Hogan? There he is. 8 on the clock. And they paid a free kick for holding the ball, which is a bit of a surprise. You tip the Suns. Yeah, I feel like the same amount of people, in terms of percentages, would have tipped Gold Coast as they would have for Sydney. Will there be a top 10? What they would maybe do, they were thinking about having a wild card round. They could add a wild card round when there are 20 teams. That wouldn't be the worst. But a lot of fans are opposed to that because they reckon that, look, if you're not good enough to make the top 8, you're not going to be good enough to be a chance for the flag. But they could do a wild card round to give more chance fans and clubs a crack. And that kick was almost a goal. I don't know why he went the shot, though, if he was never going to make the distance. He's dreaming if he can kick it from there. Doesn't work in the AFL. No, it could work where you'd have how are they saying it? Like a top 6 automatically qualify, and then you have 1 week before final start where it's like 7th v 10th, 8th v 9th, and then those 2 teams that win play into the actual finals. To give more clubs a chance of being a finals chance. If you just make the top 10, that's what they would probably do. Well, I don't know what they call it. I thought they were calling it a wild card round. That's not. Well, it kind of is a wild card round. It's not the actual finals yet. It's kind of like the play-ins. Like, what else are they going to call it? Finals. The pre-finals, or a play-in tournament, but I don't know. They could call it. They could call it anything. So then, what would a wild card round be? Yeah, it would only work if the comp's at 20 teams, not if the comp right now at 18. It's just too much. But they were heavily considering it the AFL, so I think it's going to end up happening because they're going to want to have a few extra games to make more money. Not enough talent. More population in Australia, more people playing footy. More people playing footy in the northern states as well. So talent is going to go up. Suns get another 50, so 50 apiece in this game. The first 50 was bullshit, though, I thought. GWS crowds have gotten worse. I'm not talking about crowds. I'm talking about actual player participation. And have the Giants crowds actually gotten worse? Because it's not like they've been getting worse as a football club. Chances are he will not be kicking this. And that's another point. The 20th team isn't going to join for another very long time, I wouldn't have thought. No, it wouldn't be another Victorian club. If it's another Victorian club, which they haven't even been considering, it'd be like a Ballarat, or like someone in like the northern. Like, it wouldn't be in Melbourne. So that could be a 2-goal play. Gold Coast have a chance, miss it. Tom Green, they've been better in the forward line, the Giants, with their set shots, and Gold Coast kicks this. It's 9 points, and it's back really to anyone's game. I'll do another one for the Perth stream next week.
Authority of the Suns team there. Sorry, the Giants team. 13 clearances today.
How about unmerge the Brisbane Lions? Yeah, that's going to happen, mate. Obviously, that's not going to happen.
They need his work in front of the sticks. The drop punt from top
Point.
range. Can he bring it back?
Geez, so another let off.
Missed set shots that are in the zone. Yeah.
Bulldogs Richmond's beginning as well at 3/4 time, so maybe put that on.
Now it comes down to how well they
Who are the teams playing? I don't know much about AFL. Don't know the teams. How'd you find the stream then? Gold Coast. So basically, the two teams playing are the two newest sides. So before these two sides were in the league, there were 16 teams, but in 2011, Gold Coast Suns entered the AFL, and then in 2012, the Giants entered it. So it made sense why they entered kind of basically back-to-back years. When Tassie, if they enter in 2028, is it? They're going to have an uneven amount of teams in the comp for a while if they are even going to have a 20th team. Or what they could do, which I thought was a good idea back in the day, fucking fold Gold Coast. But they're not going to do that now. The AFL have put too much money into the Suns. I think you're a bit optimistic, Jack. I don't think it's going to be 100 points because I think Richmond will be a bit more competitive than that. But the Bulldogs can win by a lot if they want to. And Ash, bad turnover. Humphrey to Fiorini. And in the square, Max, or what did I say? Max, Ben King, took Miller, goal, 20 points. Wouldn't say it's delusional. They could, 134 is a lot though. But Richmond are probably the worst side still in the comp, maybe alongside West Coast. Well, that's fair, Rugby Gamer. Thanks for letting me know. I mean, it's cool that you're watching the channel still anyways. If you have any more questions about footy, you can let me know in the chat. Do you think West Coast could finish higher than Richmond? I personally don't think West Coast are going to win more than 2 games to finish the year, so I'm going to say no. Of course they could. But they're without... So obviously McGovern's retired. They're without Allen for the rest of the year. They're without Waterman for the rest of the year. They're still having a tough run with injury, the Eagles. So even last week, they played a pretty average Carlton side and still got done badly. They could honestly finish the year on just the 1 win, which would be way more embarrassing for St Kilda's sake. Do you think next year North finally improve and finish top 12? Chances are no. But North could actually finish outside the bottom 4 this year, potentially. I could see a world where it's West Coast, Richmond, Saints, Essendon, North, and they finish 14th. I could see a world where that's maybe something that happens. West Coast, the richest club in the league. Yeah, well, they're not doing a lot to use that money, are they? In terms of being a successful footy club. AFL games. Well, they typically, like, I'd say from start to finish last... this game started at 1:10. It's currently 3... like 2 hours 45, but you've got like quarter-wise, you've got 20-minute quarters plus time on. And time on are like all the stoppages. It's time on after a goal. For injury, score review. So it's normally around a 30 minutes, I'd say. On average, a quarter. If you include time on average, probably. Then you got the break. So 2 hour 40, I'd say. I don't know. Longer than a rugby game. In fact, I'd like to say AFL is one of the longer ball sports of the football codes in any of the football codes. I reckon it's the longest in terms of games. Longer than a soccer game, unless it goes to extra time and penalties, then maybe. Like an average 90-minute soccer game. Yeah, but T20 cricket probably longer, but obviously cricket's a longer sport. Everyone knows that.
Final minute before three-quarter time. So much at stake for these two sides as Rioli goes long.
Long touch ball again.
Touch ball over the top. How does it bounce?
Oh,
Flicks it through.
they just paid that deliberate. And I'm like, you know what? Fair enough. I thought that when he did that as well. Yohan Reid at deadly combo. Not really. Wow, this is going to be a crucial goal to give away late in this quarter.
Has got the ball, and he's only ever kicked one goal
Is that Peach
in his career.
in the crowd?
Come in his third game, round 3, 2020 against the Crows.
What is Butterick doing in the forward line?
The biggest kick of his life.
Yeah, he was never going to kick that. He's in a forward.
And the intense pressure of the steering.
Streaming Bulldogs Richmond. No, I won't be streaming that game. I picked this one over the other game just because I thought this is it's only going to be the closer game. More competitive game. But it could be an absolute smashing though. Which would be quite entertaining if it was the case for Bulldogs Richmond.
Midfielder as a junior and playing down back most of his AFL career.
My bottom four is 18th West Coast, 7. Well, you've got the Saints there twice, which would be an error in that regard. Surely the Suns don't fall away in this last quarter because the Giants last time at NG, they overcame a 30-point deficit against Richmond and won. But that was when Callan Ward gave him a three-quarter time rev up, so who knows? Is there anyone you know that goes for Gold Coast? Yeah, I know Marto goes for GW. I know some of the people on the Gold Coast cheer squad. I just don't know them that well. But like, if I went up there, they would recognise me and I would have a chat with them. But yeah, I don't know many Gold Coast fans apart from them.
A welcoming bunch who don't take themselves too seriously. And while they've never been to Ireland, they share smooth Irish ways. Must be part of the family. Must be a Jameson.
Did you see that North Melbourne win against Carlton? I was there. That broke the streak of 16 North games I've attended live without a win. So good as well because I tipped North. Wasn't even going to go to the game originally because I thought, I think it was like after quarter time, after the Wattle Park game. I'm like, can I be bothered? Because I'm still sore right now from the game. Like, I don't do any post-game recovery from footy. What was my post-game recovery? Walk to the MCG. We'll go to the tram and then head from the tram to the G. But you know what I mean. Why are they showing this Goddard mark like it even mattered? We didn't win the game. Bonnie is a Gold Coast supporter. She's also like 14 years old. So I wouldn't say I know her that well. North will get 8 wins, 1 draw this year. Yeah, well, they should be winning another 3 or 4 games. If they can beat like Carlton, then really a shitty club now, really. But they're meant to be a good club. They've got Hawthorn next week. They've got the Western Bulldogs. Then they've got... So I reckon they can beat the Ds at the G. They've won 2 games already at the G. So they've been able to play pretty well at the G. They've got Sydney away. They've got Geelong at home. Not easy. They've got St Kilda, which I'd be pretty nervous for that game. If they play with the way they've been playing lately, they're a very good chance of that game. Then they got the Giants in Canberra, which they could beat. You never know. Richmond in Hobart, and then Adelaide at Marvel. North don't really play Adelaide at Marvel very often. It's always in Tassie, it seems. we've got a top 3 list. You're a Gold Coast supporter, because I didn't seem like you were a Gold Coast supporter with some of the other chats. So we've got one more quarter left, and it's the Giants trailing Gold Coast by 22. Could do ChatGPT, but it's probably not worth getting the thing up by the time we get it up. Last quarter will start, and I want to watch the last quarter, obviously. I have risked everything by putting Sam Darcy as my captain for fantasy. I'm really hoping the Bulldogs smash Richmond here.
The Gold Coast Suns by 22 points at the final change. They've led all day after kicking the first.
Yeah, sorry, Geordie. I literally have no money, though. I told Bitter that, and he still didn't realise. I'm like, mate, what do you expect me to fucking do? I got nothing.
In the 8. Let's head to the newsroom. David Peters there with some breaking news. Seats.
Well, there has been quite a bit of buzz in the last few minutes, multiple reports, and also can confirm Matt Rowell has decided he wants to stay put at the Gold.
Why are they announcing this Row deal at half-time?
Getting to work on getting a deal done, but the key factor was Rowell's intentions, and he has decided that he wants to remain at the Gold Coast Suns. At least
Bont from 75. Yeah, he kicked the first, but I didn't know he kicked the goal from 75.
of his life. I'm sure he'll be very well remunerated on this deal. The Suns just need to get it done. The club and his management will now sit down and thrash out a deal. But a massive
Can I put the other game on in the background?
Matt Rowell opting to stay put and remain committed to what Damien Hardwick is building.
Thank you, David.
I know K was known for their split screen feature, but
A game of
I swear every time I've tried to actually use it, it's not worked.
Committed to what
that's good news. The Gold Coast Suns comes midway through a game of
Yeah.
Broad. Tapped it Banks.
No, I don't want to be putting the other game on yet.
Banks with another possession. Spreads it wide with a handball.
Alright, don't bother then. Alright.
It's all confirmed that he recommits then victory today.
There's a kids call of the game on 7 Plus. 7 Plus. Why? I still remember when Sammy asked me if I remembered what the password of his own KO account was. Yeah, well, that's what you get for giving other people away your own KO account. It's pretty dumb. Wait, why would it... What's a kids call of the game? Are they just getting random kids to call the game for some reason, and they think people are going to want to watch that? Surely they're not being serious. I mean, maybe a bit of footy would want to watch that, but not for the right reasons. Fortunately, you won't be able to see the kids. It's going to be a terrible game. They got... I wouldn't say it'd be a terrible game. I've said this so many times, but if they win by over 100 points, it's quite entertaining to see its side dominate. And for anyone that gives a shit about AFL Fantasy / Supercoach, you'd probably be watching with a pretty eager eye. And it's also the last game of the round, by the way. So people watch the last game of the round regardless. And Cadman kicks his second. The Giants, rather within 16 points. Oh, has Darcy got it? Good. He's kicked the goal. I have him as my fantasy captain for this week because I've just gone, you know what? He could kick 10. If he kicks 10, he's going to have like 170 points. Just as I mentioned something about them coming back, they score. Was that a score about... No, like you rarely see a score line of a 27 to 161, but the Bulldogs are one of the best teams in the comp. They're like a team that is capable of smashing other sides, and they are playing one of the worst sides in the year this season in Richmond. Oh, I completely forgot. I added in Harry Roasted into this game, and he's on 67 fantasy points. My midfield have all done rubbish. Rosie 79, Merritt 57, Ashcroft 79, Smith 94, Horn 67, Warner 71. Wow, I've only had 3 players score 100 so far this round. That's terrible. Bulldogs beat Richmond by 91 in 2024. At the G, mind you, as well. When the Dogs weren't going so flash and Richmond weren't as bad as they are now. I met with Giants and Gold Coast. I asked if the Giants would come back, and in no time they score. I'm still going to back the Suns in, but the Giants are a fast finishing side. Well, they weren't last year in the final series, but this season they have been a fast finishing side. They've come back a few times. This could go down to the wire though, hopefully. 12-0. So just let me know if you're watching the other games to put updates. If like a Sam Darcy kicks a goal or whatever.
Into the pocket they go. Leah over the top. With another great spoil.
They've actually covered okay for Sam Taylor. No one's going to replace Sam Taylor, but they haven't been burnt in the air.
Is Bolter playing for Richmond? He'd be playing, I would have thought. He's playing on Darcy. They need to apply fantasy points to Spoils and Smothers from next season. Yeah, but they won't, because it wants to be simple. It's a simple version of like other fantasy games, like Supercoach. That's why I like fantasy, because you can tell the amount of scores each player gets in a given player. It's simple. Studio will never streak the game. He said he does, and he said he will, but he never will. Oh, shit. What happened there? Bedford. He's got it. Good kick. So they are coming, the Giants. As my clock has stopped. I don't think it was actually running the whole time. Studi is someone I met last night. Yes, because I did say that earlier. He'll kick 10 goals. I doubt he'll kick 10 goals. He should kick at least 6 or 7. I mean, with everyone having a really average week in fantasy, if I captain Darcy and he gets like 150, that could really put me at an advantage.
Two goals in 5 minutes. And it's the Suns that go forward. Spoiled. Thomas overruns it. Here's Flanders. Fiorini on the left. He's really making
Oh, free kick.
now which way does it go? They look like they were both holding each other's.
Buckley gets the free.
Buckley gets the free. And the
Where is the Bulldogs game happening? What platform?
Imagine all the calculators have just come out of the couch. 148. 148 is the number.
Wait, platform? Do you mean like channel? You can watch that game on Channel 7, so it's free to air. Like this game isn't, but the other game is.
gives it to Callahan. Had to get his long left boot away from
Stringer.
Stringer slats it.
Oh, Powell.
That was brilliant by Reid initially, but it might come unstuck.
Stringer picks up with one hand. Oh, look at this. GWS all over it. Tom Green sidesteps again. Sidesteps again. And nails it. It's a 4-point game. Tom Green has have an absolute blinder. Wow, you'd be nervous now for a Gold Coast point of view. 75-79. Green with 114 fantasy. He is tearing it up. And that is embarrassing for Lockie Weller. I was a good chance to get 2,000 this round. And then, of course, Whitfield got subbed. I need Ash to... Yeah, I forgot about the Whitfield getting subbed out. Luckily, I don't have him. I have him in my draft team, which is shit, actually. But I came out with my classic team, so... Not been a great round for most people, but definitely not for myself. But if Darcy can go big this afternoon, that would be very, very helpful, because he's my captain. And the Giants haven't hit the lead yet all game. They're going inside 50 once again. Andrew, what are you doing, mate? Riccardi taps it. Should be a goal to Cadman. It will be. It's a 3-goal game for Cadman. And the Giants lead it by 2. Just like that. Wow. All right, this game's become... basically turned on its head. Because it wasn't that long ago. The Suns were up by... or they should have been up by 26. And this Giants have just... dominated. Suns look panicky when they're... they look very panicky down back. Do you think... mate, is that even a question? Of course they are. Yeah, I know. Jordy. What video was that from? Was that from a... probably from his ladder prediction video, wasn't it? 4 goals straight to nothing as well. It's basically the reversal of the first quarter. He took a risk not dribbling that. Do the Suns have what it takes now to respond? Are they going to be a good enough side this year? Because if they are, they're going to need to respond in situations like these and win these games where the tide has really turned against them. Fair enough, Geordie. Dogs, Richmond, and it hasn't really been that much of a domination as I would have thought. The fight back's been unreal. This game, maybe I am very glad I've streamed it. Green again. Tom Green. He's almost had 30. He's kicked a goal. Kicked a massive goal, mind you. And it's a mark to Ethan Reid. He plays on. He looks for a better... why the fuck would he... that was never going to be a guarantee for a mark, I wouldn't have thought. Not a free kick, apparently. Not a free kick, apparently. And still in play. And now out. Yeah, this is very exciting. This is probably the best Suns GWS game we've seen ever. Best I've seen ever, because I don't watch many Suns Giants games because they're normally really bad. They're normally really boring. Basically, the winner stays in the 8 because the Bulldogs are going to beat Richmond after this. Tigers should be in front. Yeah, they've missed a few, haven't they? I don't know if they've been easy shots or not. Long. Fiorini. Yes! The Suns regain the lead. They fight back. Especially if it's GWS isn't making top 4. Well, they can probably still make the top 4. It'd be hard, actually, with the extra game played and their percentage. Yeah, I wouldn't think the Giants make the top 4 if they lose this. Whereas the Suns, they go into the top 4 if they win this. Oh, no, they won't. They'll go 5th because their percentage isn't as good as Hawthorn's. Or Adelaide's, I should say, actually. But it's weird with Gold Coast because you look at them on the ladder. They've played 12 games. Every other team has played at least 13. Most have played 14 or 15. Yeah, I still wouldn't think it beats the Collingwood Geelong game because obviously, like, it helps when you've got like a game between two massive sides and a massive crowd and a kick after siren and Jack Chris consecutive games record and at the MCG. Anyways, still a good game. Suns to make the finals. I think if they win this game, they're pretty much a lock to make finals. But I don't think they're aspiring right now for finals. I know they've never made it, but I think top four is their goal. Definitely. I mean, they can make top four for sure. Still heaps of time in this quarter. There's 14 minutes. We've seen a 5-goal quarter already. Yeah, I guess so, Geordie. But they'll probably give Gold Coast a Thursday game and then a Wednesday game. Yeah, I know you are right. It's a disadvantage. It's not Gold Coast, but maybe it's an advantage. They have that break, so they can continue on a. You know, if they've got a good streak heading into final, they can just continue that form over. Maybe. Who do Gold Coast play in round 24? Yeah, they play. It's weird to see 2 Gold Coast games in one round, just back to back. They play Port Adelaide away, which is a winnable game for them. Deliberate against Harvey Thomas. Or Darcy Jones, that was. 16 clearances. Fucking hell. What's the record for most in a game? It'd be close to that. Oh, it definitely is. Sports nut. Good stuff. Flanders. So the times that they pay touched, fair, but the times they don't pay touched, it actually is touched. What is going on in this game? Why have they not... Oh, so they've actually paid the touched. But why do the ball up there? That just disadvantages the Giants. Because that's not where the ball was bloody... I mean, I guess it makes sense. Because there wasn't a mark, but... Like, would they have made that call if he kicked the goal? Or if the pass was elected and made? Suns will lose. Oh, sort of hope not. I don't really care about my tip. I'd rather see the Suns win. I mean, there aren't... Like, I like the Giants, but the Giants have been consistently up there. I would like to see the Suns have a chance this season. Bulldogs with another goal. I'm not sure if that's Darcy, though. I would have probably been informed if it was him in the chat. No, it was McNeil. Who do the Giants play next? No one. They have to buy. I think it's the Giants, Essendon, a few other clubs. Speaking of Giants and Essendon, Jake Stringer kicks it from the boundary, and the Giants regain the lead. The first time he's done anything noteworthy all game. Why is the clock broken? Good point. Yeah, good point. No, the clock is stuck, I think. I'm pretty sure he knows that, Greeny Q, but yeah, you are right. Still feels like the first time he's done anything of note for the Giants all year. The clock's broken still. It's still on 13:36. It should be on 11:27. The AFL app's right. Which is sort of crap, actually, for the viewer. If they don't have the AFL app, how are they going to know? Humphrey marks on the pocket. 140 combined points net. Mate, that dream was over a very long time ago. Now they're trying to fix the... They better fix the clock here because I've just got rid of the clock. They'll probably put it back to what it should be. Unless they're guessing. Sure, the graphics guys and that shit. Like, how can he screw it up that badly? He's missed it. No surprises. Like, they've been missing it from everywhere, the Suns. 12 goals, 14. Costly stuff. They have Melbourne next week, Gold Coast. A good mark. Will Powell. Alright, they fixed the clock finally. Aaliyah. Good spoil. Callahan off the ground. Probably not the best idea because it's going to go back. No mark. And Giants get it out here. They're dangerous right now. May as well bring out the 5-minute warning. Yeah, they should actually do that. But like, it kind of doesn't... It defeats the purpose because you could just check the AFL app if you really want to know. And Cadman! Wow, he's made it his own, really, the last few weeks. He's breaking out right now as one of the best forwards in the league, almost. It says the Suns are 10-2, but I changed the... Did I not fucking... Did I not? I thought I changed it. It's alright. Misses. How good's Cadman? Not that good, actually, Chris. Yeah, I guess so, Geordie. But if I'm streaming, I won't get that suspense because you're just going to get an idiot in chat saying how long there actually is left. And the commentary might as well do the same thing. Because they really wanted to know. But, yeah, you're right. Rao, get rid of it, mate. Otherwise, you're gone. Brilliant tackle there from Thomas. Yeah, Lockie, I assume you have him in your multi then. If it's a draw, best game of the year. Why would it make it the best game if it's a draw? I would feel like it'd be better if a side ends up winning because you want to see a winner out of this. A draw would... Oh my god, what the hell? Another 50-metre penalty against one of the Gold Coast players there, and it's going to be Callum Brown to line up for an 8-point lead. They tied before. No, they haven't. He's been on 12 for 30. What's your winnings? 14 goals, 5. Yeah, okay. Callum Brown probably kicks this then, given his accuracy. He's saying Brisbane North is the guest game. Yeah, he's in a way wants draws. Reckons the draws are the best games in the. He's slotted it. Why are you dressed up as Iden? Mate, you can't say that. 7:33, 8-point margin. One of the better goal songs in the AFL as well. Mate, the Bulldogs should be smashing Richmond. It's only 11 points. The taxi song. Studio would say Brown, who is Brown. Well, I wouldn't really. He's more. Oh, I'm not going to go on actually any further. But yeah, he probably would say that, would he? How many more minutes? Or finish? Or finish? It's not finished yet. 7.5. But the pressure from GWS right now is very, very high quality. They've got to get one back right now. I would have thought. Nah, Giants defense once again. Standing strong. 7:04. Come on, Suns. They need at least 2 more goals. Wits grabs out the ruck. And it bounces in favour of Halloran. Brown's there. Where is Iden? Hogan couldn't find it. Darcy Jones. There's Toby Green. He's kicked it. He tumbles it. And he's put it through. The Giants lead it by 14 now. What a last quarter. They've kicked 7, I think. They've kicked 7 goals, 1. Well, if you tip Gold Coast right now, you'd be really annoyed because they should have been up by more earlier in the game, and they've fallen away once again. This is like Gold Coast in a nutshell. They start seasons off strongly, and they just fade out. They've officially choked. Not yet. But, yeah, they need to kick 3 goals now. Which is, it's a doable equation, but as you can see right now on the ladder, if you're watching the game, they're actually outside the 8. Suns free. Humphrey needs to nail this. He has. Yes! What a kick! What a kick! And they've done that really quickly. There's still 6 on the clock. The Walter miss in the first was vital. Mate, that was one of the worst misses I've seen. With his approach especially. Well, anyway, we won't get the light goal, so I'm not going to even have it on the screen anymore. What's with the goals in this game? Yes, some good goals, but then some really, really bad misses. The easy ones haven't been kicked. The hard ones have been. No, I'm not going to be streaming Bulldogs tie. It doesn't look like it's even worth watching right now. I'll watch it off the stream, I reckon. Get some editing done in the background. Anderson thrusts it forward. Humphrey once again. Oh, good luck marking this one. Aaliyah almost marks it, but he doesn't. Andrews in the forward line. Somehow gets pinned. Well, Lockie will be cheering right now because Iden.
It's hard to read, absolutely, Jared. But this defence for GWS has stood up well. They're minus 24 for forward 50 entries. They've weathered a storm down there all day.
I don't think they should have been holding the ball. How's he meant to get rid of that?
Impact the contest. Madden. Bedford. Here's a chance. Callahan.
Oh no. I fear for the Suns right now. Stringer. Does he want to kick the winner? Of course he does. He's kicked 2 rippers in this last quarter. How's he done that? Like, honestly, he's going to be the game winner probably. 2 goals from impossible spots to probably win the game. And that's 8 goals won now in this last.
They sent him back to get
4:47 for the people who aren't watching. Also another good goal ruined. Yeah. Good reaction to the crowd as well. The crowd gave him nothing. What the hell?
What Stringer's done in this last quarter, there's not many players that actually do that. Those goals have been first class.
Proper match winner as Witts palms it down and Humphrey held up. They haven't probably got enough out of the dominance of Witts at the centre.
When it's high scoring, it's a GWS win normally.
On the mission because he's only a part-timer. Winner in the 8, loser most likely on the outside looking in at the end of round 15.
I'd probably add Gold Coast into most disappointing clubs, given the position they were in at one stage.
They've had theirs and they've got the game in hand against the Bombers. Now they're trying to pull it out of the fire, one which they once led on
Come on, Anderson. Slot this.
to do more of it himself. Miscues the kick.
King marks. I know they were third.
You've got the lead if you're in the orange shirt.
I really need to go to the toilet right now. It's not a good time for it because this is still potentially going to be a good finish. I feel like he misses this. I can't recall the last Gold Coast set shot that's actually... Go toilet. Yeah. I'll go and I'll miss out on huge goal, I reckon.
Oh, it'd be absolutely huge to come back again. And certainly Ben King, he's got his demons at this ground, so that was a tough kick for him.
I knew I was going to miss that. Iden marks. He needs one more disposal, I think.
This is Callahan's 9th for the quarter. And that's 260 metres he's got under the belt.
Oh, that's his 15th. But Lockie's not here now. Turnover. Imagine they missed the finals. It'd be so disappointing. It'd just be like, will they ever make finals? It'd be the most disappointing story of the year, just about. But this is bad from the Suns. Their position they're in early in this game should not have let this one slip.
Giants have finished with a flurry with an 8-goal final term. And there's still 3 thrilling minutes left in this one.
They've actually only had 30 kicks in this term to 45 handballs, the Suns.
Witts. Humphrey.
I reckon the Suns do get the next.
Up by Toby Green and
But it'll be a goal in general play. That's my prediction. In the first, did both teams kick goals in a matter of seconds?
strongman competition.
It was the first. I think the Suns kicked 4 goals in 3 minutes to start the game.
Miller, it skims past him. Ash. A tumbler
2:46. And GWS get the free through Green. Toby Green.
50th giving away the free.
Yes, that was there, definitely. Toby Green knew it. That's why he was so aggressive in the secondary effort to get back on top.
Jeez, there's not much time now.
What's Toby thinking? Just bang it as long as possible.
Wits marks.
Great mark. Great coverage.
Wits in your fantasy team. He's not many people's teams, I wouldn't have thought. Jeffrey, free kick. 2:16 on the clock. Time's running out. Badly.
Teammate that was going to burst through the corridor after that excellent defensive mark.
Anderson told to keep it moving. Down to half forward. King moved down to the
Oh, Andrew.
Andrews onto it. Collects. Handball to Weller. Trying to break the Leckerlia tackle. Steps to it.
Well, need a mark.
Can they get a mark? Punched away at the back. Butterick, a chance. With Callahan close by. Paddles it inboard and in the
A
end.
minute 48. Darcy got his second. Nice. I'll be closely following that game afterwards. I won't be streaming it. So I gotta edit and a few other things I gotta do as well, but we'll see how many goals you can end up with.
Bedford handball towards Miller. Trying to fight his way through. You throw a blanket over a dozen players.
I don't think they're gonna win now. It's a fucking situation when they need to kick 3 scores to win and probably 3 goals. No AFL talks, mate. Seriously, you're acting so desperate for it. I'll probably watch it off stream.
Into it and neutralise the brilliant play. An 8-goal final term from the Giants with their place in the 8 threatened. And Ainsworth isn't going any
Nah, they're not winning it now. So that's 3 comebacks now in like 4 weeks for the Giants, where they've been down by like 25 odd points.
The odds are against
And I'll get my tip right again here, unless
They need to do something quickly. Wicks gets the kick away. Anderson's there. The man for
Anderson goals.
skipper. Odds against them. But
Wow, okay. Why were you so mad after... Why do you think I was mad? We lost against West Coast.
number of dominant entrances or exits out of the centre clearance, so can't write off completely, even though the numbers look pretty horrible.
So they have to get Riccardi out of centre bounce. They can't send Riccardi.
It was touched. No, it wasn't.
That's a mistake if they do.
Well, they shouldn't have to be worrying about clearing it themselves, just stop it.
Madden's back on now. He's made his way onto the ground.
Man on man in the centre bounce, the Giants.
Yep, because what they'll try
42 disposals.
it's good here by Madden. He's not engaging as early as what he has been.
7-point game.
Who wins this centre clearance? Rao does.
Collects. High up and under out to half forward. Bouncing footy in front of Weller. Gives it to Yuland.
Yulan.
Heads inside 50. Andrew arriving late. Doesn't get there. Falls down in front of King. Time ticks.
King.
Down to 50 seconds.
Miller.
Kick smothered. Ricochets back inboard. Rioli tracked it up. Madden.
Nah.
Out to Kelly. And now to Stringer.
Nah.
And with a late bail. Kicks a barrel. Up inside the forward 50.
40 seconds. It's going to be deliberate.
And the upsets throw it in.
What? How is that not deliberate?
And it's not to be.
So basically that's going to not cost them the game, but that's going to prevent them from winning it. Someone says there's the siren.
Damien Hart
Mate, the game hasn't finished yet.
his side so gutsy, so brave this afternoon. They've never won at this stadium.
And they still won't win at the stadium.
Couldn't tick off this record this year, but they've ticked off so many records.
Yeah, well, it's hard to take Gold Coast seriously. It has always been hard, but after this result as well, especially. Gold Coast have officially choked now, yeah. And they're going to be 1 point away from 100 as well. I don't reckon they've ever scored over 100 at this ground as well.
Battled his heart out. Ralph, Closey. Flying in there was Himmelberg. Toby Green. Quiet opening half. Reeked of
3 seconds to go, but it's a good game. I'm glad I did watch it.
Amir.
The Giants come back once again and win in a pretty good game by 7. And the Suns are out of the 8. Surely a member stream. Perhaps. I still don't know what I'm doing after tonight, but what I have to do is, well, A, finish my Collingwood Saints video, but B, toilet. Like, Gold Coast equals what I need to do right now. Sam Darcy, 2 goals too. Yeah, and I get to watch that game off stream. Thank you all for watching. I will, now depart the stream. But I appreciate them for tuning in. And let me know how you've done as well on your tips. I've got, what, now 4? This is for 5 if the Bulldogs win, which I think they will. All right, thank you all for watching. I'm off.